Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Real Talk Bougie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey guys. I have seen snippets of this video and I have not seen like the whole entire thing. And I found the full video of Kimora's rant A to Z with her and Russell. So I said let's run it and talk about it. I'm going to make limited stops just because I have not seen this whole thing. So I'll pop in here and there, but I'd like to let this whole thing run through because it's about an hour and 7 minutes, but we can talk about it a little bit. We can talk about it either later, just kind of first impressions when it's over. But I think a lot of you guys have heard kind of the spirit of what has been going on with these two. Apparently it's kind of so basically just to give a little bit of backstory. Kimora Lee Simmons, married to Russell Simmons, they had a family. They were divorced, and Kimora has notably been with many. She had a couple of other husbands. Let's put it that way, including Diamond Hunsu, and what's going on. Okay, so her daughter Ming posts a picture on Father's Day of her and her mother, and Russell felt some type of way, and it was not pretty. And it has been the fallout ever since. So let's get into it. If you hadn't heard the whole thing, let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, I'm gonna just chime in the chat. And I'm gonna try and let this run because we make stops, girl. It goes on forever. But we'll come back, we'll circle back to this more than likely tomorrow because I'm going to go live on Love Lies and Lace Fronts because we got some business to handle over there later on this evening, probably somewhere like I don't know 10 o'clock. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. And look, sis is like, I mean, I guess it's maybe just the season of the ex-wife who's like, look, I'm getting ready to I'm getting ready to pop my shit because you've been talking enough, sir. And sis wants to have her voice heard. I think she's going to express that too, that she's just kind of been quiet for long enough. And it's time. Okay. We saw that recently with Misa Hilton Brim, Justin's mom, one of Diddy's baby moms, his OG baby mom. She's up to here with Diddy. So anyway, let's get into it, guys, and comment. You guys talk, and I will be in and out. Okay.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Are you going to eat that? You going to eat that? Okay. Hi, Monica. So I can't see too good, and I normally don't. Good morning. I got to see my kids off to camp and stuff. Oh, Kenzo, where are you going? Oh, okay. Here's Kenzo.
Sis got plenty of kids. Okay.
Good morning.
Okay, girl.
Wolfie.
She got plenty of kids.
Are you going to
I think
ride
she has
with them?
about 5 or 6.
Are you going to ride with them? There's Gary, my handsome boy. Say hi, Gary, to the nation. My handsome football player. Okay. So, oh my God. Good morning. I just woke up. Look, it's a mess. I can barely see you all. I managed to put on lip balm. So, I'm down here if you need me. My kids are getting ready to go to camp. Let me see if I can prop this up here. I can't. I think I have to hold it. So, good morning, guys, everybody. Hi, Lady Blacks, Andrea, Ali, good morning. You can hear my voice shaking because I'm a little irritated. Oh, Hachi, I didn't call you this morning because I didn't want you to take my phone, but you should probably come over here. Okay, so let me just tell you guys really quick. I never do this. I hope I'm not blocking the sound. So happy Monday morning. Happy Father's Day to all of the dads out there. We just passed Father's Day on Sunday. And happy Father's Day to all the father figures. I'm a little winded. To all the father figures, all the uncles, dads, brothers, cousins, yes, moms too, aunts, sisters, everybody in the tribe who helps. You know, they say it takes a village. So happy Father's Day to all the dads, all the moms, everybody who's making, putting in their effort to make it work. So I woke up this morning with a very disturbing message on my phone from, it seems as though one of my baby daddies has a little problem. Oh, hi, Wolfie. Are you going? Are you going with them?
No, I'm good over here.
Okay, I love you. So I woke up this morning to some disheartening messages from one of my baby daddies. Now, those of you that know me, many of you here have known me for 176 years. I'm a single mom of 5 kids, and I have 3 baby daddies. 3. I said it, 1, 2, 3. So one of them, Muscle Women's, is seeming to be a little bit upset because my oldest daughter, who's 23, about to be 24, a whole ass adult, posted a message to me that said, Happy Father's Day. And I reposted that, and he was, I guess, upset. I don't really know. He posted a message, a cryptic message that said, you know, something about, don't ask the dads why they're not with their kids. Ask the moms why they couldn't be there, why they weren't allowed. So I took that as a situation, because many people sent that to me. And I've noticed that he sends other messages too that are like, talking about brainwashing and stuff and of kids and all of this. I would just like to say, and I hate to do all this, but when you come for me, like, ding dong, I'm there, up out of my bed. I'm here to give it all of it to you that you wanted, sir. So I would just like to say my 2 girls, and Aoki Lee feels the same way, even whether she posted it or not. My 2 girls just recently graduated from college. Aoki graduated from Harvard University. She's one of the youngest students, certainly young women of color, to graduate from there at 20, at such a young age in probably most of recent history. We can go back together and see exactly when that was, but she's one of them. My other daughter, who's 23, about to be 24, also a whole ass adult, Ming, just graduated from NYU. It was very, very tough. I know you moms know this, and dads, and all the family members. It's not like one graduation, it's like 10. It's a different group. It's a different this, it's a different that. I went to New York for NYU. Congratulations to all the NYU graduates. I saw so many of my friends I haven't seen in forever that have like kids my kids' age, and they're my age. So I saw so many people. I saw models from back in the day. That one girl, Anna Gitana, came from Ethiopia. I mean, I saw people from all over. So shout out to everybody in New York. I did the same in Boston with Aoki at Harvard. My mom was there. She's an immigrant. She's Korean Japanese. We were just super emotionally taken over by, all of this and the accomplishments of all of our kids. And I say all of our kids because I talk to so many parents here, and a lot of people, everybody probably watching here knows me. So we've been through this together with my kids, with your kids, with everybody's kids. So some people who were noticeably absent was their dad. And Mr. Simmons. And so I noticed then, as soon as we started posting our graduation pictures and all these things, he starts to post on his Instagram. People send it to me because he's blocked by all my children and myself. He's blocked. We don't engage with him. We don't talk to him. We haven't spoken to him in many months, many months, probably going on years. But I noticed that he started to cryptically post children of divorced parents are oftentimes brainwashed. And I thought, wow, and people really, probably start to believe that in the world, social media, I don't know. People take sides. We all know that. People don't know what they see. You can show them something like this and they're like, I don't know if that was a hand. I don't know what that was. We're not sure, right? You don't know what you see or what you don't see. But I noticed that I got a lot of comments from that. Again, these are all comments and reports because he's blocked. And that's been that way for a while. Also funny to note that he has been blocked for quite a very long time, but yet continues to post messages like, we're friends, we're comrades, we're there. He posts all old pictures of my kids. Basically, in my opinion, my humble opinion, he's, I don't know, delusional and living some kind of a lie, to put it mildly, in my opinion. So I thought, wow, folks are really going to tell the public, that grown-ass kids are brainwashed. Now, we know that can be, right? I can help you with a lot of that. They could have, I don't know what, Stockholm syndrome, a lot of stuff. But that's not the case with these kids. And again, most of you here know my kids. You see my kids. They grew up with you in the community. Even friends of mine and my exes, their dad, we're all of the family, friends, and relatives and everybody has stayed cordial and friendly. You all know my kids. You all know. And I'm, by the way, like I said before, in case you didn't catch that, I'm the single mom of 5 kids. One of who I adopted, Gary, my handsome football player that you just saw. That was a personal adoption, meaning we know the family. Gary's dad actually works for Russell too, and is probably underpaid and can't afford his life too much. And so I stepped in there to help adopt and raise that child, for those of you that did not know. So you guys know my kids. My kids have worked at the UN. My kids are ambassadors of the world. My kids speak multiple languages. Like I said, my youngest daughter is the youngest kid to graduate in recent history from an Ivy League school. I'm a little upset, so I know I'm probably rambling and leaving out parts and jumping all over the place. I'm sorry. Y'all can hang up. I love you. I know everybody's going to be calling me later. But you all know that for sure that my kids are not brainwashed. So I thought that was crazy that people actually started to believe that, because I could see the messages and the comments and, oh, sorry. And sometimes people just want to have something to say, and I understand that too. So today, the whole topic, and I thought about people, all my friends in the industry, and who I could call and what media people I could talk to about this, and who do I go to talk about this? And I thought about this all the time, but I never really have, the right person, and it's never really come to me. So I just thought I'd turn on my thing here and say this. But for someone to imply that my kids are brainwashed because they honored the job or the duty that their mom fulfills on a daily basis, 365 days of the year, 24/7, is crazy. No one's brainwashed. You guys can go and see, no one's delusional. Hold on one second. Wolfie? Yeah. I love you. What are you doing? Are you trying to play in here with mom? Okay, but can I just do this little quick interview and then you can come right back? Can I? Okay. Only because I don't want just. Okay, I love you. Okay, I love that. Come back, okay? So let me just read my comments. Look at my crazy big movie screen, you guys. That's actually a movie screen. It's huge. It's like the biggest one of the biggest ones I could find. And it has a direct throw projector. So that projector shoots right up to that screen. It's super close. Anyway, we're not going to get into all of our tech gadgets, but what was I saying? So you all know that my kids are not brainwashed. Those of you that know me here also know what kind of parent I am. I have been a parent pretty much all my life. I was a very young, probably too young bride. So I had these kids very early. And You guys know how much my family means to me, and you know how much my kids mean to me. And you guys know, all of you that know me absolutely know what kind of mother I am and what kind of family dynamic I have over here. I think it's very important for you all to know. If you look back in our history, I have always been the type of co-parent. You know, we were actually very famous for our co-parenting abilities and, you know, how we always put the good face forward and the good foot forward to the world. So you guys know that. If you pay attention to the time frame of things, you will see that some years ago, recently, this ex in question brought a lawsuit against me and my family, a completely frivolous lawsuit, where he accused me of all kinds of crazy stuff, like embezzling, you know, laundering, defrauding, all these things. Again, everybody that knows me knows that nothing could be like further from the truth. Clearly, I'm sitting right here in my home, right? There's no, you know, none of that. I didn't flee the country. I don't run. I don't have to hide from anybody. I didn't commit any atrocities that I need to answer for, you know, here or in the next life, at the gates, wherever I'm going to get. I don't have to do that like some other people. So if you pay attention to, excuse me, I'm a little emotional, but I get like that. So do my kids. So sorry about that. But if you pay attention to when this lawsuit was launched, is probably like a couple years ago, you'll notice that that's when all of these attacks started coming from my ex. You'll notice that that's when a lot of a barrage of crap started coming over here to us. You'll notice that the kids stopped kind of, over the past years, they stopped kind of seeing their dad as much. And also, again, I have 5 kids, so I've always been like, you know, an open book. All my other kids consider, let me turn to the light, consider Russell to be, considered him to be at one point in time like an uncle. We were all very close. And that goes for all my baby dads, by the way. There's evidence of that. You can see them, you know, on various far and few between events, but you can see them sometimes like on the red carpet, and you'll see one person with all the kids, right? We get along like a family, like friends, like whatever. So you'll notice that all of this down talking and all of this stuff started to take a turn around these past couple of years, I think coinciding with that lawsuit. But I just want to come and say, you know, and I never get into this. I usually let people go and rant and rave. It's funny though how this particular person in question, because I could go in on a few of them one by one. But it's funny how this particular person, if you again go look back, you'll see on their page that they post all these pictures like we're together, like we're friends. They've even posted pictures and then said like, I just got off the phone with my kids. They sent me this great picture. None of that's true. I like receipts. So of course I have text messages. I have messages from all my kids. You know, you can go and see. I think the bottom line, like probably the breaking point for all of this was over the past many months when their dad just sort of cut them off. He was contributing a little bit of cash to their like monthly, you know, college spending, not much, a couple $100 probably, maybe $500, maybe a little more. Again, all these things can be, you know, proven with receipts. I love receipts, so folks can always go and get receipts and show over the years. And so one day he just kind of cut the kids off. There was no more money coming in, no more like allowance, quote unquote allowance. I think he probably did that just to double up the expenses on me, which is no problem. I stepped up, I did it. But when he did this, it was around just before finals and graduation. It was some months ago, just before finals and graduation. And he did it without telling the kids or talking to the kids or anything. He did it, it's funny, after he did an interview with I heard some clips from an interview with this young man. I don't know, but I see him a lot. I think his name is Academic or DJ Academic. Oh, happy Juneteenth, you guys. We're doing all this on Juneteenth. Come on, let it go. Let it out. So I saw in that clip, that was some months ago too. You can go and reference it and find it, where he told this guy, he was on and on about this guy. And I think it was about old school hip hop heads and how you should honor them, which I believe you should. But he was saying to the guy, like, I'm so rich, I got this and I got that, and I'm this and that. None of that could be further from the truth. You know, he has turned around. And then again, I have records and evidence of this where he's told the kids in writing, we have it, text messages, I'm broke, I this, I that, I can't, you know, go get it from your mom. Now, meanwhile, I have been financially carrying this person probably for the last at least 10 years, myself and my ex-husband. Again, this is all proven with receipts. So if whatever, somebody doesn't like what I'm saying, you know, we could talk about it. We can come, we can open up our receipts. I love it. I love receipts. But I've taken care of this person to the tune of many, many, many millions of dollars to help with their bills, their overhead, their companies that they run into the ground, their unsuccessful bids, all of their stuff. I don't necessarily speak for my kids, but I think I could take probably a good shot at it. They're sleeping right now because it's not even 8:30 in the morning. But my two oldest girls, they're young women. They're young women of the world. I think that was very tough for them, that their dad like kind of cut them off and cut off conversation and cut off helping them. And he's even said things to them like, why did you go to college? You shouldn't have gone to college. You wasted that money. You could have saved it, while I'm up here trying to hustle the kids over the finish line. You know, that was crazy. It's just been so many things that kind of negate what I'm trying to do over here in my house. Again, like, I live in Beverly Hills, California. You know, I go between New York and LA. People know how to find me. They know how to see me. I see people walking up and down the street all day, every day. I'm just not going to tolerate this from someone who's not on the streets walking around every day. They are like, I don't know, apparently like hiding under a rock someplace far away in another country. You know, again, these girls are adults. They are young adults. I typically try to be very friendly and amicable with all my baby daddies, whatever. But I think it comes a time when you guys have to ask yourself, why are these women, young women, not supportive or not really trying to hear that? Or what have they gone through? What have they seen that they, you know, that has turned them off, or that has put a bad taste in their mouth? You know, we've seen a lot lately over the years. And I have literally stood by these people and this man all my life. And I just get so emotional when someone tries to attack my parenting or my family or my kids that have tried so hard. You know, you can see all the press that we've done, all the interviews that we've done. I mean, it's a community thing. These kids graduating from high school, I'm in college, high school too. And all my friends, you know, I say the same thing. It's every person knows here that has had graduates. I graduated from college only just recently in the past like 5 years. It's tough. You know, they're teenagers developing into young adults now. They have lived their whole life in the public eye, which I guess is a good thing and a bad thing, because it's good because you know my kids, you know my family, you know, and so I hope that the public can kind of decipher some of these things and some of this, you know, bullshit. But it's also bad because you grow up and, again, your stuff is in the public eye. You don't get to handle things that privately and discreetly, like other people may have a chance that are not in the public eye. So I am very touched and emotional. I become very emotional. People always say, Kimora, you're such a boss. You're such a leader, but you're so emotional. I am emotional. I will, you know, like snap in a heartbeat when it comes to my kids. I think everybody knows that. And so the fact that you would come at this point and try to attack my kids or my family is crazy. I'm very, very proud of my kids. I love them very much. And I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm tired of it. I literally woke up to this. I haven't had a chance to like get on the phone and call people and get the whole thing going and call publicists, call friends and do all that. I've gotten, enough. I just came on here and did it like this. I'm sorry. I'm in my living room. Those are all my crazy clothes. I'm renovating my closet, and so my clothes are here behind me, and so it looks like I'm in a warehouse, but I'm really in my living room. So I think if you look at just some of the facts, this person was not present at graduation. Again, there was not one graduation. There were several graduation events, both for NYU and Harvard. You can look these things up. There's a schedule. They're public events. Anybody can come or get tickets or show up or be there. They're usually in auditoriums. NYU was at Yankee Stadium. One of the graduations, the other ones were at smaller venues and locations. One of ours was at the Beacon Theater. They're all over. The same for Harvard and Boston. There's many different groups that graduate. So Aoki's like a classics major. It might be the classics group or the division of arts and science, or the law group, this group, that group. Everybody has a graduation in addition to the school as a whole, right? So my point of saying all this is that hi, Renbex. Hi, you guys. The point of saying all this is that if you look, this person has not been to any events, did not come to graduation, no, he wasn't particularly wanted, but no one stopped you, hasn't sent a flower or a gift or a kind word, cut the kids off when they were traveling around. Aoki was on a trip to Greece with the classics department. She didn't know that her little debit card or whatever wasn't working. That was a whole mess. And it's a lot. Again, you parents will know when you have kids that are in the middle of finals and studies and stuff like that, and stuff comes up and their things aren't going through and they're, whatever. It's been a stressful past months getting through college, and it's been a stressful past just couple of years dealing with this just dealing with this craziness. Hold on. I'm just trying to see what you guys are saying and I can't. So I just want to say, I usually stay here. I try to be very supportive of my family. I've tried to be very supportive all the time of even my baby daddies. I've sat quietly through things, and just because I'm a mom, I've tried to look the other way for things and turn the other cheek. And I don't know, I sometimes feel like some of those things come back to haunt you over time, and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure, but I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. Again, like, I'm sitting here with my kids in my house, easy to find me, not running, not hiding, not not doing any of that. And so to have these constant attacks is just kind of crazy. Like, I don't know. And I know you're probably looking at me now, fool, watching this, I'm sure. Like, I'm not your friend. We're not friends. Like, the stuff that you've done to our family is just too much. Like, please just go in peace. Go and serve the Lord, whatever Lord you serve. That's funny because on the one hand, you have all this yogi preaching, this yogi karmic love. I feel like that's an act. And then the real side, the real things come out, and you're like super, vindictive and mean and lying. Again, you can go back right now. You want to see a couple of lives. You can go on their page. You can look at all their pictures that they say, things like we were just together. We just talked. They post pictures of my kids from years ago, making you think that they're right there, right down the street, right now, going through all this stuff. You know, you can look, you can gauge the date. You can see the comments. You can see they're blocked. We don't talk to them. These are all lies. You tell the one guy doing this interview, you're so rich, you're this and that. But yet in reality, I think you're probably pretty broke. And again, you know, all of this stuff is like, my picture frame broke. All of this stuff is like, okay, it broke again. All of this stuff is like, you know, documented, and you guys can just see where we're coming from, where I'm coming from. I'm a good person. I'm very transparent in the fact that, in the sense that, you know, again, people know me. You guys know me. Some of you have never met me. You've grown up with me. You've seen my shows. You see my work. You wear my clothes. Others of you know me very well. You know me personally. You know my kids. You know my exes. You know the dads. A lot of people here know both of us, you know, and they know he's wrong. All the friends have said, this is wrong. This is crazy. We don't understand it. But they still support him. I feel like it's one of those things where he's just like a bigger than life kind of, you know, powerhouse. And so he just kind of turns and manipulates the press and people and to believe, you know, anything, like gaslighting, you know, like, that didn't happen. I didn't do that to you. I didn't do those things to you. I didn't, you know, you're imagining things. How many countless women have said this, have been told this, I should say, or would say this to you? Myself and my two girls who are adults included. You know, you guys didn't just start to see my kids. We didn't just go through a divorce. We went through this divorce, I don't know, 20 years ago, 20 some odd years ago. So this is not a situation, again, you can get receipts, you can go see where they say like, oh, kids been brainwashed, but we've been fine up until these past several years. So, you know, what happened? All of a sudden now the kids are brainwashed. All of a sudden now these young women who are grown women are babies. You know, they have their own relationship with you. You have your own not existent relationship with them. I'm just asking that you please leave us alone. You know, I've tried to go to lawyers and get help. I've tried to show all the crazy texts I've had to block. Like, you do crazy shit, like send flowers to yourself and take a picture and post it on the gram and tell everybody I sent you flowers. Again, I have receipts of all of this. I have receipts from your office saying that you sent flowers to yourself without my permission. I have all of this. You guys have never seen it because it just doesn't warrant, you know, it doesn't rise to that occasion. I mind my own business. But please don't attack my children. They've been through so much. Don't attack my family, which is supposed to be your family too. Don't do that because you're at rock bottom. I don't know. Hypothetically, you're at rock bottom. You've hit the bottom. I don't know. You're grasping at straws. I don't know if this is a money grab. I don't really know what this is. I think it's probably all of the above. I have to say, I think, and allegedly, and all these things, just so I can be, you know, right in saying like my feelings and how I feel, what I think. But I met this person when I was in high school in St. Louis, Missouri. I was modeling. I was 16 years old. Like, I've known you, and everybody knows. Again, that's documented. You can see. I believe I was maybe a sophomore. I know it was before junior prom and senior prom because I went to both of those proms alone with my friends when I was dating them. So it was definitely long before junior and senior prom. I think it was around sophomore year of high school. And again, everybody knows this in my life. You know, I was walking around, they see me. The point of it is, I've known you a long time and I've seen lots of stuff, and I just choose to not go there. Lots of things that I could say over the time You know, I'm typically the one that he and others would call to have their back, right? I'm the one that they would call to solidify everything, to validate everything. If you always look, whenever they get into trouble, they always want to hop up on the live and do a half screen with me. Again, this was years ago because we don't speak now. But, you know, I'm always the one that kind of puts out the fire. I'm also the one that always runs to the defense of all my friends. So if you see any other women, certainly women that I've come up with, certainly women that are mothers of my other of my kids that I love, I come to their defense. So if they're down and out or something's wrong, yeah, you're always going to see Kimora, big mouth me, running up to the gate, running up to help. And you know why? It's because I feel like I'm the one that can't be bowled over. Some of these other people can be bowled over. A lot of my women, you know, friends and other moms, they've gone through things. I've lost friends of mine. People have passed on. You know, I've been through a lot. And I've seen where women a lot of times just don't get their just due. They don't get support. They don't have anything to show for their life and their contributions because they depended on a man. I am not that. I'm one of the few. I'm one of the few. And there's a handful. You can count us in your hands. I'm one of the few that doesn't have to do that. I'm one of the few that has my own stuff. And because of that, I feel like I'm the one that can speak up. I'm the one. My stuff does not depend on, you know, my paycheck doesn't depend on these buffoons, you know. Whereas some of my other friends, they do, their life does depend on that. And so they can't always speak up. So that's another just side note as to why you see me running. Anytime there's an issue, I'm going to run because I'm the one that you can't knock down. I'm the one that you're not just going to like ignore and step over me. And so that's just a little side note as to why you will always see me fighting or taking up women's causes. You guys know that I work with Skid Row. I work with unhoused homeless children, you know, women and children, infants. You know this. This is my life's work. I have, you know, adopted my third son. I mean, I'm a global citizen of the world. I'm a woman of the world. I'm a business, you know, woman. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm just tired of it. Please leave us alone. Like, stop with all these lies. And I see a lot of comments, and, you know, thank you guys. But yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm saying, please, like, leave us alone. We tried to help you. You know, somewhere there's love for you. Please try to raise above and just leave us alone. Like, I have done everything I could.
Yeah, guys. I just wanted to break in here real quick. What Nicole said, what Nicole said, for Kimora to speak out. I mean, I think she is just really kind of like, I have been through a lot, guys. You know what I mean? I've been through a divorce. I had 2 kids. You know, I've got all these other kids. I've been basically a single mom. I've been married a few times. Stuff hasn't worked out, all the things. And I think she's just kind of like, enough already. So, yeah, let's listen to the rest of this. It's almost over.
To raise my kids. I've done everything I could, oftentimes alone. I've been like scammed up one side of the street and down the next. And I'm still standing. I'm still okay. That's not, you know, those things the same cannot be said for other people. I'm from St. Louis. I see people on here from St. Louis. And they're saying like, we're strong and we're not going to take that. Yeah. You know, I'm from St. Louis. I'm not going to take this. And one of my baby daddies, the one in question, is from Queens. And so I never thought either that Queens would come through like that. That is not representing Queens. You know what I'm saying? You are not official. You are not thorough. You do not stand up and support your family. You scream and stand there on the side and throw tantrums, and you are a spoiled brat. When something doesn't go your way, it just gets worse. You know how they say like the squeaky wheel gets the grease? They're the squeaky wheel. And I'm not the squeaky wheel, but I think I get, you know, my just due from God. My God that I serve, I'm blessed. I don't miss a beat. That kind of tells me every day that karmically I'm going down the right, you know, path. I'm always rewarded. My kids are good. And so I think that's just a little bit of like juxtaposition there, but also just to guys, you know, it's kind of a tired narrative that you always want to blame the mothers of these kids, especially like I say, when they're adults. You want to blame, you know, the moms and say that you didn't see your kids and they wouldn't let you in. But again, these are adults. They have telephones, they have emails, you can go see them, they have jobs, they have, you know, nothing is preventing someone from being a good person or a good parent, but that person themselves. That's a relationship that you need to take up with the Lord. You need to take that up with your God and with your kids. But don't attack them when they don't support this lying narrative. Don't attack them when things don't go right, and it doesn't prove you to be. Gary, I seen you sign on. Is this Gary the little one or Gary the big one? That's Gary the big little one. Gary, hang up the phone. You're not supposed to be on here. You're supposed to be at camp. This is grown folks' business. Grown folks' business, Vashawn. Get your butt to football. So, dang, and now Kenzo's on here too. Y'all back out. Y'all back out. How do I exit folks off of the thing? Kenzo and Gary.
She's hilarious. She is such a mom. I love her. I absolutely love her.
But that's all I wanted to say. I feel like this was just such a long, emotional rant, but thank you guys for, you know, hearing me out. I'm just kind of tired of it. We don't engage with you. We don't consider you. We, you know, do our best to survive and stay upright, regardless of you, you know, regardless of folks who are not supportive. We still do, you know, just fine. But don't punish children for expressing their emotions. Don't, let's see. Let me see what this is saying. Hold on, it's going so fast. I can't read all this, but I love you guys. It's so much. It's like jumping, and I'm trying to address the things that you guys are saying. But the point of it is just don't attack the kids and don't attack the moms. And even though these are, oh my God.
Get your ass off this goddamn.
What are you doing?
Goodbye.
No, I'm not done.
Oh, you're done. You're fucking done.
Look who's here.
Don't let.
Look who's here.
Get your ass off this
so
line.
this is who woke me up this morning, my friend, my beloved.
Get off.
And I saw her posting comments, and folks were like, oh, I guess you know her. And I said, yeah, I guess she does. She is. She's here every day, every other day. Here she is right here. She just drove up. We might as well go do some things now. What you gonna do?
You know I brought the shit. When this come out, woo!
When this come out, it's a lot in here. It's a lot in here. We won't tell you what all that is. It smells good though. Mm-hmm. So again, this is my best girlfriend, Hachu. She's hair person extraordinaire to everybody. But again, she's a single mom. Her baby, our baby, is, how old is our baby? 23, the same age as Ming's. So again, like, I just think, don't attack the moms. Don't attack the kids for saying what they feel. My kids have been through so much and they have accomplished so much. We're so proud of them. They're young business women. They're making it in a time where it's very tough for anybody. You know, don't come down on them for how they feel. And oftentimes the reason that you don't see a lot of us or them on this topic is because they're afraid to say stuff. They're afraid. They don't want to speak up. They don't want to rock the boat. You know, women are afraid sometimes, afraid to speak up, afraid of what's going to happen, afraid of how their class is going to view them or their job is going to view them or whatever, their friends or their peers. And I'm just not going to have that. We're not going to do that to Ming or Aoki or Kenzo, Gary, Wolf. We're just not. So let me see. What else? I love you guys too. Thank you so much for listening to me on a Monday morning. And the point of all of this is I did not bring you down too much. I want to uplift you guys. And I want you all to know that you can make it. You can be a single mom. You can be a victim of abuse and all kinds of things. We support you. We support one another. You can make it out. I'm here to tell you that. You can hold your head high and proud. Don't let things that have happened to you become you. You know how they say you don't have to look like what you've been through. You don't have to become what you've been through. So I think just stay strong. I think that's it. She said that I'm done. But, you know, have a good week. Have a good Monday. Please just, I know I'm an incredible mom. And I know so many of you are too. I know I'm an incredible auntie. I'm an incredible lots of things. And yeah, a lot of times I have had to fill that role of a father. That's not to say that I'm a man. I'm not to say that I'm a father, but I've definitely fulfilled that role and fulfilled these things. Thank you. And so to all the people who just step up and handle their stuff, you know, I applaud you and I love you. I'm here for you. You guys could go look. I wrote a book many, many years ago. It's called Fabulosity. You remember that? Right. But if you go look in that book, I was saying the same stuff now that I'm saying now then, about how you just don't let a guy define you, and things that they give you does not, you know, make you, and things that you've seen when they're not right, you don't have to stick around. You may not always have the voice to speak up and speak out all the time or at that time or at any particular time, but you're strong. And we're a community, we're a tribe, we support one another. I support you. So I think that's it. So that's it. I'm just tired of the mind games. I'm tired of all the manipulation. I'm tired of the lies. You should be saying thank you. Usually you do say thank you to me. Usually you have said that. Like, let's ask the world where this turned. Usually I'm the best mom. Usually you're preaching all these things. That's what I'm saying. One time it's a yogi preaching all the goodness, and then it turns into like vindictive lying. And that's very much two-faced. And that is, you know, being a hypocrite. And when things don't go your way, you kind of just start to attack people. So yeah, no, you should say thank you. Thank you that I adopted Gary Jr. Thank you that I've raised all these kids. Thank you that I've never spoken out about you and the things that you've done and the way that you are. You should thank me. Thank me that I've helped you support your business. Every single person that works in your company, I can name them by name. I have paid for them on payroll, every person that's in your house right now for years, and I have receipts to the tunes of millions. You should say thank you. Like, just kind of stop with the whole narrative that the parent who's remaining standing is bad, or that the parent who got the kids through the fire, through the thick and the thin, is wrong, or that the kids who are old enough, adults, to speak up for themselves are brainwashed, or that you told the world, ask the mother why it had to be that way. You sent that, ask the mother, so the mother is responding. Yeah, I'm tired of it. Please just leave us alone. We don't talk to you. We don't deal with you. We don't see you. We're not even in close proximity to you. You have fled away. We don't deal with you. Huh?
Literally worlds away.
Worlds away.
Worlds away.
Whenever you come around, and by come around, I even mean come to this country. It's a I guess you're in and out. We don't really see you. You're not really in our lives. So just please, leave it that way. I don't want to have to do any more of this. I don't want to have to, yeah. I've seen
beneath the fab life.
I've seen, yeah. What?
It's beneath the fab
It's
life.
beneath the fab life.
We're not doing that.
And I just, I support so many women. Let me say that, because I don't think I've ever really said that. I support women who are telling their story. Because I understand what you've gone through. I've seen. I've been there. Like they say, Andrea is saying, what goes on behind closed doors. I've seen some of what goes on behind closed doors, and I don't like it. I don't choose to be a part of it. That's why you can always see, where is Kimora? She's apart from the BS. Where's Kimora's kids? They're apart from the BS. So I think that's all. I probably said that 1,000 times, right? Oh, and Aoki, you on here too? Get your butt back to modeling. Why are all the kids on here? Don't make me click you on here, Yoki. You better hang up. No, I'm not going to click you on. The kids are adults. But my little ones are not, and so I don't want them to necessarily be in this. But then again, whenever the dad or whatever does something on the other side, they see that. That's in the press. And then the moms are kind of hustling backwards. And I think all of this is narcissistic behavior. It's bullying behavior. It's behavior that you'll actually see from a lot of guys in the industry, from a lot of friends they all stick together. A lot of their peers, a lot of my friends have been kind of oppressed and pushed back and silenced and teased, made fun of. They get into new relationships and the person starts to dog the other person. I'm talking publicly, you guys. We've gone through so much, but we don't do that to your many women no, we don't. We don't do that to your people. Okay, whatever you choose to do, that's your business. But I feel like I've cleansed myself. Thank you for letting me shed those tears. Let me see what you guys are saying. I love you. I love you too. Thank you so much. And for people who have just joined now, I guess you'll catch up later. I'll leave this. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this one if I know how when I hang up. But the bottom line is, stop popping your shit over here on this side of the fence to the moms that are doing whatever they're doing to hold it down. And I've done everything to hold it down for my 5 kids. I said 3, but I'm holding 5 kids. Okay. So yeah, don't come for us. And it's all good when we're friendly, but then when things start to kind of break apart, you start with the whole intimidation tactics, the belittling tactics, the lies, it's too much. It's kind of played. And coming from a bold-faced liar, who even is going to believe that? There's plenty of other women where I've come from. There's plenty of other people where I've come from. There's plenty. I have an army behind me. You are an army too. I know that. That's why we've been suffering through all this time. But I do think in this case right now, the truth will prevail and the righteous will prevail. And I'm really saying that, step ye off, Satan. Satan, step off. Go over there with your stuff.
Where's that
Keep
Aoki?
over there under your rock. She's in New York, up on my thing. Only Ming is here.
I just saw her walking up there.
Oh, Ming just left.
Ming's over it.
So, yeah. Happy Father's Day. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Mother's Day. I see so many women on here that I know you're single moms. And I see a lot of guys on here that I know, you know, you guys are single dads. I see a lot of people on here that I know make it work in spite of the odds, that I know make it.
You guys, so I see what you guys are saying. Do you think she has been kind of keeping some secrets and not, not that it's any of our business, whatever Russell's doing wherever he's at, but do you think that she is keeping a secret on why their marriage broke up, or ultimately what he's up to now versus what okay. So yeah, maybe that's what I'm getting from the chat. So he's gone on to live his life however he's living it, okay, and she's not saying anything about that, but also just the fact, like, don't down me as some type of bad mother, or don't down me because the kids are lifting me up on Father's Day. That's your problem that they're not lifting you up. That's not my problem. So don't come over here and don't come for me, because I hadn't done anything but my job and your job in your absence, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. All right, guys, let's finish this. It's about 5, 6, 7. Well, not really. It's about, we're looking at 15 more minutes. So let's keep it going and then we'll talk about it on the tail end. Okay.
Work when, you know, in spite of being abandoned, pushed to the side, dropped off. You know, I see men a lot of times that spend like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on women, random women and their kids, and not even bother to talk to their own kids, or even just send a birthday card or a birthday present, or a gift card for a birthday meal, you know, $100 meal at Applebee's. I don't know. Nothing. But they do so much for these, you know, random whatever people, random men and women. So, you know, that's it. Go in peace. Go with God. Vaya con Dios. Thank you guys for listening to me. I see like Philadelphia. I see St. Louis. I see Kansas City. I see Europe in here, and Texas, and just so much. Everybody's on here now saying, what's going on? You guys got to enlighten the crew from the past. I see Queens in here. So that's it. All you moms and dads and the people who are really holding it down for their families and aunts and uncles and cousins and grandmas and grandpas, everybody, God bless you and kudos. I take off my hat to you. But I also take my hat off to myself. And this is where it just kind of stops. Okay, I could be a lot of things. I'll be that. It's fine. Think of all those names and whatever you want to do. But don't attack my kids. Don't have anything to say about what goes on in this house, because if you want to, then we can all just do that. And like I said, I like receipts. I have receipts. I've been collecting them. I've been baking a cake. So if you want it, just let me know. Hit me up and let me know that you want it. I got more. But please leave us alone. I beg. Sometimes I'm a little feisty. The yoga kind of escapes me, you know, and I'd be wanting to like, Mah! But I'm back to being a yogi right now. But you are living a life of sin and mess and crime and mess. That's the crazy part. So fix yourself. Don't throw stones when you live in a glass house. Okay? Make yourself right with your creator. And I see a lot of women on here that are saying, oh, this resonates so much. And and here's Aoki on here right now.
I see it.
Oh my God. How do I erase that? Aoki said, hold on. Wait, let me screenshot this. Hold on. No, hold on. Here, Aoki Lee Simmons. Aoki says, I have phone tapes of him threatening me. Now, y'all know. Why would Miss Harvard have to do that? Miss Harvard, you don't have to do that. I love you, baby. Mama has your back all the time. But you don't have to do that. And I know you're always worried, Yoki, at what people are going to think of you if you say this, if you say that, or if something comes out. Baby, they already know. They known your peoples long before you did, baby. You just got here. You 20.
Enjoy.
They 70. They are damn near 70 years old. Okay? Leave us, the fook, alone. That's all that we ask. Stop threatening my kids. Stop harassing us. Stop lying. Stop posting these things on your story like we're friends. Stop posting this lying narrative. Stop telling the world you're so rich when we know you not. Circumstances and things have taken a toll. Lawsuits and accusations have taken a toll. Tell the truth. Okay, if you want to be a yogi, like really live that in your heart. I used to always say from when I was young, if you were a fraction of the dad or a fraction of the person that the world thinks you are, things would be so different at home. And, you know, maybe I am just a powerful, stronger woman, stronger, independent spirit, because people always say, well, it's not just one baby daddy, right? It's like 2 or 3. I have 3. And on any given day, it could be 1 or 2 that I'm not really messing with. You never know. But no, I'm sorry. It could be 5. It's not a reflection of me because I do my stuff. I hold my stuff down and everybody knows that. And that is evident in the fact that I am with my kids in and out day and night of their life. Come here, baby. Hi.
But Wolf, he was choking me.
Wolfie was choking you.
He was putting his hand on me.
He was putting his hands on you. Wolfie. Say hi. This is my other baby. Say hi. Say hi to the people. Look, it's a video.
Hi, video.
Hi, video. Are you my baby? No?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Who's your mom?
Do we share?
Yeah.
We share. She's trying to take my baby. It's Hachi's baby, but she's my baby too. Are you my baby too?
Yeah.
Sit up here. Stop trying to slide down.
She want a mom.
Hachi's trying to take. Tell Wolfie I said to keep his hands to himself. Wolfie!
He's upstairs.
Go get him.
I'm gonna
She's 3. Okay, the girls will tell. He put his hands on me. He put him hands on me. That's Brielle. So that's it, everybody. I love you. Stay strong. I don't want to overly ramble. I've already done that. If you have any more questions, call me. You know how to find me. The exotic chick, the exotic hottie, the exotic chochi.
Hey, Poodle Butt.
Oh, they said hi.
Brat, 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 brat.
All right, so I think that's it.
We did that. Wrap it up.
Someone is saying, oh, they got Lisa Hilton in here. They saying, take notes, sis.
Oh,
She takes notes. She gives notes too.
she is the notebook,
She is. We are notebooks.
baby.
Yes.
Wolfie's upstairs.
Come here.
He's upstairs.
What did he do now?
She's,
Tell us.
She was just racing with me. Then he told me, but I could tell him to eat his food.
You can tell him to eat his food, okay? Okay. Tell him you're not older, but you're wiser, and he's gonna listen. Tell him mommy said, auntie said, eat his food.
He's not here.
Go upstairs and find him and tell him I said.
I can't.
Okay, well, stay here with us then. You want to come back on the screen?
No.
Okay. You just want to stand there?
Mhm.
All right. So who is this? Hold on. Brooklyn Bevy. Children need their dads. True, they do. But don't tell me that. Tell the dads that. The mothers or the single parents who are left behind, you know, left in the family unit, left to take care of the kids, we're not the ones alienating. Yeah, we do need the dads. The dads was always around up until some point. So you ask yourself what happened there. Because this is not a house where we typically don't mess with dads. We're always like in real good. You could go back and look at pictures on our vacations. That's my boat I had him on. You could go back and see pictures of all kinds of destinations. Those are my houses that I had him in. Those are my things that I invited him to come in and co-parent with myself and my children and his children and my husband. Okay, I've shared my ex. I've opened up my life. So children do need fathers. Children do need mothers. It takes a village. I will say that, but they don't need someone who is narcissistic, emotionally not supportive, abusive, physical, mental, emotional, financial. That's what we're talking about right now. Financial abuse you tried to inflict upon my kids. You tried by, withholding this, some little $300 or $500 or even maybe more allowance. That don't work. Okay, I have my kids back until the end of earth, whatever I got to do, wait tables, sweep the snow, plow the snow, whatever I got to do, I'm doing that. Okay, for me, it happens to be lifestyle and fashion and things like that that I choose to stick to. But I always have my kids. We're good. And that's it. I just saw your ET interview. That was a good one, right? ET is good to us, and the kids were there, and they got, it was a great time. That's the whole point. I wish I could come on here and say that to you guys. It's been a great time. We've gone through graduation. I'm so proud of my kids. I really did do this pretty much single-handedly. I'm gonna tell you that on this Juneteenth. Not that I don't mind to share the stage, but I mind to be tormented. So I'm very proud of my girls. Don't you worry about this, you guys. Maybe we should be writing another book. Tina's on here. Tina, I love you. And yes, the women in Korea are beautiful and everywhere all over Asia. And can you please send us an itinerary for Tokyo? The kids have been asking. That's the kids' Auntie Tina. We need all the stops in Tokyo. I love you, and thank you for my lip balm and all the colors, my lip glosses and all the colors. We only got 2, and Mingy came and took hers and whatever. That's another whole day. So that's my girlfriend, another single mom, entrepreneur. I'm not going to tell all her business up in here, but I just will say that us women defy, the odds. When the man comes home and he's been sleeping with the secretary, while all the times that I was loving you.
Ooh.
Busy. We have that. We've seen a lot. And we still persevere. And then people want to come in and attack the parents.
Not playing.
We're not going to do that. They say you got them cracking up. They love you. Tell your friend that we loves her.
This is why I didn't want to interrupt. Hopefully it's gonna, but yeah. So yeah, so Russell was doing the most, I guess. Okay,
so
Russell was doing the most. Okay, let's finish this up. Oops.
Single lady notes. Hi, you've helped me through some things. You have some pearls of wisdom there. That's it. 90s Kimora Lee. Hi, you guys. But it takes a nation, and I know here that these few thousand people on this feed are my tribe. And again, you guys know me. You know my family. You know all the members that we're talking about.
Hang up.
Oh, we're on the what?
We're still here, and we're right here.
It's live?
No.
Oh, wait, let me see. My eyes are swollen.
This is why we're hanging up.
Let me see. No,
bye. How you fucking name this?
Yeah, that's true.
She's
wait,
like,
don't hang up.
Sis, you on the shade room.
Send some
hang up.
sunflowers.
Sis, you on the shade
says
room.
there from her. Yeah, that's true. I have pictures. I can send it in. Who is that? That's neighborhood talk. Shade room, whoever you are. Yeah, I have the pictures. I have the messages from the staff.
She got the receipt.
That says, I'm so sorry. Should we send flowers from you? And I said, absolutely not. I don't mess with them. They sent them anyway and apologized to me. I have messages saying, we're so sorry that we did that. And then you went into your little birthday celebration and you showed everybody that me and the girls sent you flowers. You wrote the cards and everything your office did like it came from us. Yeah, I have receipts. I also have receipts. Aoki has receipts. Ming has receipts. Yeah, the mother is responding. We're tired. All right. You can think what you want to think. For those of you that don't support me and don't love me, that's fine. You don't pay my bills. Mm-hmm. Help them over there pay his. Mm-hmm. But that's it.
We shaking ass over here.
All right. Have a good week, you guys. Let's see. Russell left the country.
Brielle. Come here.
Yeah. Russell lives, I don't know, he travels all around, but I think he spent the most part of the past many years in Bali, which is, yeah. And then I see other people on here saying, oh, how can you be broke and how can you be this? But when you get enough lawsuits and stuff, and when you have enough accusations from various people for doing various things, that stuff wears down on you. Ma'am, where is your daddy?
He's at work.
Is daddy in the phone? Here, say hi.
Hi, Daddy.
She said we're giving it up for the father. So there you go. We love the father.
That's a daddy. Yeah.
But Daddy, he's my sister.
He's your sister.
Yeah.
Okay, now wait a minute. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm a sister?
Yeah.
You're a sister?
Yeah.
Okay, sister.
I'm your sister.
All right, sister. Soul sister.
Wait, is that Mickey Mouse?
Yes, that's Mickey Mouse. Go see him, Brielle. I'm almost done with my interview, okay? Yeah, and people get blackballed and people go through their life and people, whatever. All the dirt comes to the life, to the light. I'm sorry. That was a Freudian slip. Comes to your life. All the dirt done in the dark will come to the light, okay? And I have a lot of dirt. This isn't even any dirt. This is trying to set the record straight and saying, please leave us alone. Please leave us alone. But if you want dirt, we got that too. We don't want to do that. And the kids don't want us to do that. We choose to take the high road. What do they say? When they go high, when they go low, we go high. But in this case,
I go to hell.
Yeah, we're going low.
I'm going to hell.
Yeah, we're going a little low today.
I'm going to hell.
But I didn't even give up all the tea. I didn't even give up no tea. So if you want
Kimora,
some more
come
tea,
back with the tea,
to the tea
sis.
factory, okay?
So I can go to hell.
Right, so we can go to hell. And they said Yoki's crying. Go see where Yoki is. Is she crying?
In New York.
No, click on her thing though. That's it. Are we in Pride? Is this Pride? Yes. Happy Pride. Happy Juneteenth. Where is Aoki? Can you? Because I can't click on this thing. Let me find her. Aoki's crying on live? How do I find her? How do I find her?
She's already off.
She's off?
Yeah, so that means hang the fuck up and let's go.
Girl, get off live.
What? Hold on. Where is Aoki? Here. Wait. How do I find her in here?
You have to log off first.
No, she can join in right here.
She's already gone. You want to...
Okay, hold on.
I think this is going to be it. It's almost over.
Oh, she got off. Nova said log off. I'm not logging off, Nova. I'll log off when I get ready. You come over here too and be the baby mama. All right.
She's having her truth-telling moment.
Yoki. I love you guys. I deal with this on a regular basis. Okay. But Yoki, you're a badass young lady, sweetheart. You don't have to cry for this. You have a lot of, and Yoki's stressed too. She's trying to make it in the world and, you know, find a place that she wants to stay. And it's a lot graduating and being out there in the world. And you're only 20, baby girl. So I'm calling you right now. Bye, you guys. I love you. I would stay longer, but I got to go check on my kid. Okay. I love you. Bye. I'll see you later. Happy Monday. Happy Juneteenth.
Stay alive.
Okay, guys. Interesting, right? I mean, I started watching it, and of course I was like, you know what? I need to watch this with my girls. I just thought it was interesting. It's definitely a little different from what we hear on a regular, the channels that we follow on Love Lies and Lace Fronts. But it was interesting if you kind of put her in the position of, let's say, like a Gerard Webb. I mean, this lady is fighting for her family. She's got possession of her kids. Her kids were not taken away from her. She's been married a couple of times. I think she's been married, 3 times? She was married to Russell. She's married to Jamin Hansu. She's married to, I can't remember this other guy's name. She's got 5 children. She said that she adopted another one. So it's either she's got 5 or 6 altogether, but I think it's 5 altogether. In any case, the bottom line is that the real rub on this whole thing is that Russell Simmons has been playing Father of the Year for a long time, and Kimora is like, enough already. Okay. You didn't show up to graduation. You haven't been around on birthdays. You haven't been sending a card. You don't call the kids. You're extremely selfish. You've been financially abusive. So you hold money over the kids' heads to get love, compliance, whatever. And she's like, enough already. These kids have graduated from some of the best schools. They're ready for the world. They have experience. I have trained them. They've been up under my wing. And you're not going to hurt them anymore. So I'm coming out from behind the bushes. I'm tired of the bullshit, and you're going to stop messing with these girls. I mean, his daughter was sitting on there boo-hoo, like, just, she was crying, the type of cry that makes you as a mother want to hurt somebody. Okay. That's why she went live and was like, enough already. And she high key basically said, I didn't even come out here and drop all the tea. I'm just setting the record straight, because if I need to drop the tea, oh, I got some tea. And sir is broke. He might not be me and you broke. He might not be middle class broke, but he might be rich guy broke. Okay. So let's not cry for Russell Simmons, but he might have gone from the land of hundreds of millions of dollars and $1 billion in assets, or wherever he was at the time that, he was at his pinnacle, to a couple of million, a few million, who knows what he has. Okay. But rich guy broke is different than middle class broke. I'm sure he's not down to his last few $1,000s, but even if he is, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Clearly, Kimora is not. Kimora is working. Kimora is making things happen. Kimora looks like she's living quite well. Okay, taking long walks through her house. Okay, and at the end of the day, no matter how she was crying and seemed upset, sis is happy. She's happy to be a mother. I love women who love their motherhood. There, to me, is nothing to me more bossy as a woman who is handling business and handling the household and her children. I think that's like the pinnacle of what we're here to do. If you are blessed to be a mommy, you're blessed to be a mommy. And if you are a mommy and you're also a boss with businesses, however big and small, and you can handle everything, and you've got a great relationship with your spouse, that's awesome. But if you don't have a great relationship and you're divorced or whatever your situation is, you're handling it. I mean, a boss handles business. No matter if you are single, married, whatever, you're not going to let life handle you. You handle it. And Russell has been playing the long way with Kimora. And I think just kind of relying on the fact that she has stayed silent for a long time. He got with this woman when she was a teenager, and teenager as in 15, 16 years old. That this man started trying to get with her. He tried to get a lot of the girls, Tyra Banks, a few of these girls who were very young in the modeling industry in the 90s, and somehow he fell in with Kimora and they ended up getting married. But like she says, she's been a mother most of her life, and she has been a wife, and she has been handling business, and failure was not an option. And I guess on this day, she decided, I'm tired. Leave us the fuck alone. Like, aren't you over there? Why are you bothering these girls? And you didn't even show up to their damn graduation. What's wrong with you? So she was letting the world have this image of him for all this time. And then he's over here terrorizing and making his beautiful daughters cry at what should be a happy time in their life. So I don't blame her for going off on him. There's only but so much people can take, and you can see her demeanor from the beginning to the end of the interview, how she went from one way to another way. She looked like she felt lifted. She looked like she felt like she had let a weight off of her. And I would hope for Russell, he leaves her alone, because sis, I think could probably go another couple hours, and he might be sitting in a corner somewhere sucking on his thumb. Okay, so I don't know. It was very interesting. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I hope you guys liked it. If I can find, I'll go over to Aoki's and see if I can find her interview, and maybe we'll do that. We can do that tomorrow. I am going to be over at Love Lies and Lace Fronts in a little bit. There have been some shenanigans going on. Of a subpar momming behavior, and so I'll be over there after a while, like in about an hour and a half, somewhere around 10 o'clock. I know that's late for some of you guys, but it'll be, upon the replay. I was actually cooking some dinner at the first part of this live. So anyway, guys, I'm going to let y'all go. I appreciate y'all coming through. You guys are awesome. I hope you enjoyed that replay. I will find Aoki's and I'll see if I can get Russell's, and then we can do part 2 of this tomorrow. Because yeah, I mean, he is what we call a deadbeat dad from what his ex-wife says. Now, that he may have his own receipts. He may have his own version of this story, but according to the streets, according to what his daughters say, according to what his ex-wife says, yeah, he has not been shit. He's been an ain't shit ass absentee, missing all the milestones type of dad. And Kimora is done. She's like, look, look, what? And you got my daughter out here crying, So yeah. Anywho, guys, I appreciate y'all coming through. I will see you guys after a while. Like I said, about an hour and a half over at Love Lies and Lace Front. And we will get into some YouTube streets, mommy shenanigans over there, and talk about what's been going on. So I hope that you guys had a wonderful day today. Please hit the thumbs up on your way out. And I thank you so much for joining me. Take care, y'all.